Hey guys, this is Kathy. Welcome back to my channel, Kathy's Favorite Things. Okay, you guys, today I am going to be participating in a 5-card challenge. I was challenged by Ashley from Paper and Twine, and I'm a little bit late posting this video, but thank you so much, Ashley, for challenging me to making 5 cards. You guys know that I don't usually make cards. It's kind of like my struggle, but I think I did okay. I did try to challenge myself. So I'm gonna show you first the one that I made. I was supposed to make 4 and make 1 on camera, so we're going to do that. I have everything ready here to make it with you guys, but now I'm going to show you the ones that I have made already. Okay, there are 4, and you guys recently saw my video where I hold some journaling cards from Garcia studio. I did use some of my journaling cards from Prima. This is the Christmas one, the Christmas sparkle. So I did use some of these journaling cards for my cards. I also used some of my fall journaling cards that I also got from Garcia. And this is the Hello Pink Autumn. They're all Prima. And I also used some of the cut-aparts that I got from also Garcia Studio. And this is the 31, which is the Halloween paper. Okay, so I did cut them with my paper cutter. And I did use some of the cut-aparts on my cards. Okay, so first let me tell you about the rules, okay? So this 5-card challenge rules. This challenge was created by Dedees Crafts, and I'm gonna link Ashley's channel down below and also Dedees Crafts channel. Okay, I'm supposed to tag 2 people, so I'm gonna tag 2 people at the end. It says that you cannot use stamps, no inks, no Cameo, no Cricut, no scan and cut, nothing you have to program to cut for you, no embossing folders, and no foiling machine. Okay, she said you can use a die cutting machine that you can do by yourself, like the Big Shot, like the one I have. You can use 3 dies in total or 3 punches, no more than 3. Okay, only 3, not 3 dies or 3, no, not 3 dies and 3 punches, 3 in total. Okay, so you can choose 2 dies and 1 punch, whatever. Okay, you're allowed to use flowers, gems, stickers, marker pens, decoupage, pattern paper, color card, ribbon, paint, a card kit, and anything in your stash. Okay, so those were the rules, and I don't have any of those machines that she said that you cannot use, so that was okay with me. I did use some of my watercolor markers. And I also used some stickles from my stash. And I used some gems and ribbon and stuff like that. So and I chose 2 dies. Let me show you. So I chose this die, which is from AliExpress. Let me take it out of the bag so you don't get the reflection. It's a card with a Christmas tree on top. Okay, so this is the card part. This one here, and I cut it all in a white cardstock and I colored it with my watercolor markers. Okay, so that's that. And this is the tree part, and this is the wheels, and you know, the rest of the die. So that's 1 die. And again, this was from AliExpress, you guys, okay? I don't remember. If you want the link to this one, let me know, and I'm pretty sure I can find it in my AliExpress orders, previous orders, okay? And this is the other die. This is from Dedees Crafts, and I got it from Amazon. And this is this die. It makes this, okay? It's the cake with the cake stand. That one. Okay, that's the other die. Okay, now let's look into the cards that I made, you guys. Okay, so this is the first one. This is that die, the Christmas one, the Christmas card with the tree on the top. And this is two different color cardstock. This is a foil cardstock. This is a glittery one. I used gems in the three corners, and I did use some ephemera that I had. Those are flowers, and this piece of ephemera here that says Holiday Wishes is from the same set. The car and the tree I watercolored, and I used stickles on the window of the car and on the tree, on the wheels, and I did use some touch-up of that, and just my watercolor pens, okay, that I show you. There's two. There are two different color pinks and the green. So that's how I did that. On the inside, I just added some tiny pieces of the paper that I had left over, you know, just pieces that I was gonna put in the garbage. I decided to add it on the inside and give it another touch, you know, and it's green and pink. So that's my first card. I put it there. Now this is my second card that I made, and it has gold cardstock from Michaels. This is one of those journaling cards from Prima. This was. So that's that. The Santa, it says nice on the nice list. I used that flat back that I had. This is Snowflake. I used this. It's an applique bow, and I added a gemming in the center. You see that? And I did add a piece of the pom-pom trim over here, and I think it looks super pretty. And on the inside, it just added a piece of the gold cardstock right there. And that cardstock is from Michaels, you guys. Looks like this on the back. It's brown, and on the top is just gold, and I have it in different colors. Yeah, I like that one. Let me put that next to the other one. So those two are like Christmas ones. Now let's jump into the fall one, and this one it's also from the journaling cards from Prima, and I added this gold trim over here that I got from AliExpress, I think a while ago, many years ago. And I added these flowers, they're fabric, and I got these flowers from Michaels a while ago. It was a bunch of hydrangea flowers, and I just pulled them out and glued them there with fabric tack. This one too, this one is glued here with fabric tack. Again, it has the gold card here underneath, just to, you know, give it another touch of something shiny, because you guys know that I love shiny, right? Anything shiny. And it says fall, and I didn't want to do anything else on the card because I think that the flower and the trim added enough beautifulness. And on the inside, just a tiny piece of you know, scraps in gold, and I think it's super pretty. So we have three, and I have to show you one more. And this one, you guessed it probably, it's a Halloween. and I used one of the cut aparts from Frank Garcia 31. On the top here I added 3 tiny sequins that I had in my stash, and down here also the same thing. So super simple. The image here is super vintagey and it's so pretty that I didn't really want to add much to it to just make the image the focal point, but I think those sequins there add enough, and I think it's pretty. On the inside I just added a tiny piece of scraps again, just to give it another touch of something on the inside. So I'm super happy. I have to sign them in the back. I haven't done that yet, but I'm excited because now I have cards to give to my friends when I send a happy mail or something for the upcoming holidays. So those are the 4 cards that I have pre-made. Now I'm gonna put them aside and we're gonna make one together, okay? Again, thank you so much, Ashley, for thinking of me and challenging me to do this. I know she probably did it because I always say that I don't like making cards, and you know that it's kind of hard for me. As you can see, this is just a basic card. It's not like the ones that Ashley makes, you know, and they are super fancy and she makes different types of cards. This is just a simple card that, you know, I try to embellish them nicely, at least for you to see. So I promise I'm trying to, you know, step out of my comfort zone, and I will try probably next year to start making different shapes of cards, and you know, the pop-up ones and the ones that fold over, and you know, different type of things. But for now, that's all I can do. Now, to make this video much faster, because I'm sure that we already are like over 10 minutes, I have my card here ready in the soft pink color, and I have my 2 pieces of cardstock that I will use as base, okay? And this is also from Michaels. It's the same kind of paper. See, it's brown in the back and it's foil in the front. So they have different colors and I just love them. They're not pricey and they're perfect for your crafts. This paper, the glitter one, is also from a Michaels paper pad. It's a pastel glitter, and you can see that I like shine. I tend to use a lot of glitter paper, you guys. Okay, so now we're gonna glue this here, and I don't usually like using glue for this part because the cardstock gets kind of wet and it looks kind of ugly. That's just personal preference, you guys, okay? So I'm gonna use this double-sided tape, and this is a red line tape, and it's called red line, I'm assuming because it's red. This one specifically, I buy it from Amazon, but I've seen it at like Hobby Lobby and you know, some other craft stores, so you don't necessarily have to get it from Amazon, okay? But this double-sided tape, it's super strong, so that's why I like it. Now I'm gonna put this double-sided tape here, okay? So we're just going to put some on the back of our cardstock, and I will cut it. I have my handy dandy scissor, and you can use the you know, the different kind of tape you like to use, or you know, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to buy red line tape. You can use any kind of double-sided tape, and even if you want to use glue, you can do whatever you want. I'm just doing what I typically do, what I like doing, okay, you guys? But I just wanted to let you know that if you want to use this, mine, I buy it from Amazon, but you can find it everywhere. I know Dollar Tree sells double-sided tape, and I have not used it in cards, and I haven't purchased it in a long time, so I don't even have it here to try it right now, but I will. When I go next time to Dollar Tree, I will buy some to give it a try and see how it holds. Usually when I create a craft, I like to use a good glue or tape because I don't want my crafts to be, you know, falling apart when I send them to friends. Especially when you send something to somewhere where it's hot. You know, the glue sometimes, if it's not good enough, it will not hold, you know, in hot weather. So that's why. But like I said before, it's just personal preference, you guys. You can do whatever you want, okay? She said you could do decoupage in your cards also, but you know, since I have so many dies that I don't play with them that much, I decided to use my dies and my beautiful journaling cards that I recently got. And I am so happy, and I really like the way it works, and it makes your card much faster also. So I think I will be buying more journaling cards to have in my stash for card making. This one is too long, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit. Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna use my bond folder, but you can use anything, even like the back of your twisters here or anything you have, to like go over your double-sided tape, because you really want that there to get glued in the back. Because now I'm gonna be peeling it off with my twisters, and I don't want this to be coming loose, okay you guys? So that's just an extra step that you can do if you want. If you don't do it, you're gonna see that when you try to peel it off, you can have the whole thing coming loose. So that's why I'm just giving you that advice. You probably all know if you are experienced crafters, but if you are new to crafting, this might be a nice tip for you, okay? Already, because you know, sometimes I have new subscribers here, and I'm just saying that for those new people, okay? So now that's done, that part is done. This is the base that's gonna go on top, and it's gonna go this way, vertical. Okay, so now I have my twisters here that I have had for many years, ever since I started my YouTube channel, and I got it from AliExpress, you guys. So now I'm trying to pull this up here with my twisters. There you go, can you see? So now this is coming off. Now we're gonna do the same down here, pulling it off with the twisters. You can try with your fingers, but with the twisters it's much easier, you guys, okay? And this twisters from AliExpress, I think I paid like $1 maybe. It was a long time ago, but they were not expensive, okay? So you can see I removed it. This, once you put this down on your card, you will not be able to move it. That's the thing with this tape. This will glue right away, okay? So whichever way you put it, you will not be able to move it. So just try to make sure that you position it the way you want it, okay? So let's just glue it there. There you go. So that's done. That's our base. Now we're gonna do the other color, okay? This one. Oops, sorry, I moved the camera. So we already went over this with our bone folder, and again, you can use the back of your scissor or anything you have, okay? So just removing that tape. And there. Now, this is our glitter cardstock again, and we're gonna put this over the other one. And as you can see, it's not perfect. It's not, I didn't leave the same space on this side and on this side, but that's okay because I can later, I can embellish this more later and put, you know, some pom-pom trim here on this side or whatever, just to cover that, or just leave it, you know, just leave it like that. That's okay. Also, it's a handmade card, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, all the other cards I did okay, but this one I'm doing on camera, and when you do things on camera, they never work the same way. So now we're gonna glue our die. I'm gonna put one together. I'm gonna do something like this, like a cake stand, but I'm not gonna use the one that I have ready. I'm gonna put one together with you guys, okay? So now first we're gonna glue this here. But before I do that, I'm gonna glue this part on the cake. Okay? The icing of the cake. So I already had this die cut. I did die cut a few recently, so that's why also I decided to use this one, because before I was nominated, I was die cutting a lot of things, and I had a few of this one because, as you know, this goes with the garden party paper from Maggie Holmes. So now we're gonna glue this, and for this one I am using my art glitter glue, and I need to buy a new bottle because this one is looking super old. I have been refilling that same bottle for a while, and I need a new one. So this is gonna have a lot of glitter. I did glue it on top of it. And now I gotta glue the cake stand, okay? And I'm gonna do it in gold because gold is one of my favorite colors. Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna glue that there first. The tip of my glue, it's clogged, so that's why I removed it, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna glue that there, and now, like I said, we're gonna glue the cake stand like so. Let's just add some glue on the back of our die, and this is the glitter cardstock from Michaels. It's really good quality, you guys. It's not too thick or too thin, you know, and again, this is the pastel colors. You guys know that I love pastel colors, and we'll just glue that there. There we go. As you can see, I didn't go overboard with the glue, so nothing is coming out, nothing is coming on the sides, you know. Just be aware of the amount of glue you use if you wanna make something looking, you know, looking great, because I don't like actually my crafts to have glue showing all over the place, you know. I try to be that could be a problem sometimes, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, you guys. So this, that it's not the same size than here, it kind of bothers me, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. So now we're going to glue our candy on top of the cake, and I have it here. I got this from AliExpress. I've had it for a long time, so it's not new. I used everything I had in my stash. And let me just open this a little bit. I'm gonna put some here on the side, and just wanna see the colors that I'm going to be using. Okay, to pick those candies, I'm gonna use this tool that I have here. This is the one you use when you're putting together a diamond paint, but you can use tweezers. You know, I used to use tweezers before I had this tool, so either one of those two you can use to pick your candy. Okay, so now I'm just going to go with my glue. Let me clean the tip of this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over on the icing, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. In the places I want to put a candy. Okay, so I put a tiny dot, and we're gonna go with the pinks. So I'm gonna add that one there. See how easy it is to just grab it? I'm gonna add that one there. And I'm gonna add that one there. Now we're gonna go with a softer pink over there, over there, over on this corner, and another hot pink up there. And that's it. Now this is my card. Can you see? Super pretty. Now just to add a little bit more color, we're gonna add some of those candies in the corner here. You know, just as if they fell off the cake. Let's add a light pink. And a hot pink. And we're gonna add another hot pink on this side. Right there, can you see? Maybe it gets a little bit lost because, you know, it's in glitter, but I like it. Super pretty. Can add two more over here. Just because when you add some embellishments, I try to do it, you know, not in a, I try the numbers not to be even. So we're gonna do 5. Okay, so 3 down here and 2 here at the top. There we go. Where's the other? So I want a lighter pink color. Okay, this one. There you go. So uneven numbers. 2 here at the top and 3 down here at the bottom. So that makes 5. And there you go. That's our card, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to challenge my friend, the card maker, Annie Creates. Annie, I challenge you to make 5 cards with those rules that I mentioned at the beginning. And you have to make one in the video showing us what you're doing, okay? And now I have to challenge somebody else, and I'm going to challenge my friend Carol's Recrafted Boutique. Okay, Carol, you are challenged to make 5 cards. Okay, so also following the same rules that I said at the beginning. And I'm gonna say again, thank you so much, Ashley from Paper and Twine, for thinking of me and challenging me. This has been super fun, actually. And I'm also going to say thank you to Dedees Crafts for creating this challenge, okay? And go check everybody else out. All the channels that I talked about are going to be linked below for you to go show them some love and support. Subscribe to them if you're not, okay? Thank you guys, I love you. Have a great day. Bye now.